How's it going out there? I just got an update on the 50 olds that I'm doing for Chevy Cheeseburger's gasser build. This past week, I got to working on this pretty good, and I think I've made some pretty good progress on it. My last video I did had to mock up. I was, uncertain about a few things, the engine, transmission, wheels, tires, and I was rooting through the parts box, and I did find a couple of things to help me get further along. I found a set of tires. These are a little bit skinnier slicks than what I originally had, because I did not want to modify the wheel wells in this kit at all. So this is the size slick that I'm going to go with. These are just the steelies that's actually from the olds kit. I had to modify them to fit the wheel, or I'm sorry, to fit the tire. There was a wide lip around the wheel that had to be cut off and sanded a little bit there. There you can see the lip around the edge. It had to be removed to fit in the tire. And the same with the wheel back. Had to remove that edge there. I'm not certain I'm going to use these steelies, because I did find something else that's a possibility. But this is definitely the size tire I'm going to be using. The engine, I was, had a big block Chevy in there for mock-up, and I was really wanting to use a blown Olds motor, but I just didn't know what kit had one, and I thought, a 51 Angler kit that I had one, and I know there was a couple of different, old race cars, drag cars, whatever, that had Olds motors in it, but I can't find one. I know I have a few of them around here somewhere, but I just could not find one. So I did come across this 409, and I was like, it is, it's a cool looking motor. Because I was kind of thinking about it, the 409 from the 53 panel, but it was definitely did not look like this 409. I mean, the bell housing and transmission was huge on it, and this actually fits in this kit pretty good. And like, well, maybe I'll just run with this. And I was just kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'll just use that or not. So anyhow, I was cleaning up some stuff, and I bought some kits a while ago that were just piled on a table in the back, and I was kind of straightening up a few things and organized a little bit. And I had this Willys kit, and I didn't even really pay that much attention to it. But I got to looking at it a little bit closer, and I went to put it away. You can see there on the door, Angle Equipped Olds. I thought, well, damn, this thing's got an Olds motor in it. Sure enough, looks like a blown Olds motor to me. And I'm not afraid to take parts from a kit for something else, but 41 Willys, that's one kit that I really don't like to do that to, because I really like these kits a lot, and I like to build them just as is. And I was pretty hesitant about it, and was like, well, maybe I'll go ahead and I'll just take the Olds motor out of it, and then put a big block Chevy in it, and then I was actually going to build this, to depict the box art, and then I'll just paint it however I want, and that's that. But after I opened this kit, I don't really feel as bad about taking some parts from it, because this is probably one of the worst looking Revell kits I've ever seen. The amount of flash, mold lines, injector pin marks, sink marks, all over this kit. I mean, it's kind of harsh. So, I did, I got the got the motor, just have the block here. It's actually, the top part of the block here is two pieces you put together on, and the main part of the block, the oil pan, the bell housing itself is, the top part of the bell housing is connected. It's actually part of the top part of the engine. And then there's the bottom half of the bell housing and then the back of it. So there's a lot of parts to it. Cylinder heads, they've got some pretty nice detail to the underside there. I don't know how well you can see. Focuses, you can see the valves in there. So, I mean, it would be kind of cool to, if you were just doing, a garage diorama scene and something, you wanted to have an engine block lying around. The chrome, like I said, the chrome was pretty bad on this, but I wasn't going to use anything chrome anyways. So I did strip the blower. I got some cleanup to do on the hat here. Seam lines across the back of it, along the sides. So I'll just paint these with some metalizer. It's got nice wheels and tires in it too. Here's the tires. They're about the same size slick is what I found from the parts box. I kind of like the wheels, but if I decide to use the wheels, they'll be stripped and painted with the metalizer also. Here's the tires. They're front tires and wheels. They're just they're pretty little. So these are potential candidates here. And I did get the body painted also. This is Crest Blue. And it's from Scale Finishes. It is an Oldsmobile color. And it says that it's a 1950 Olds color. So I figured, when I seen this color a while back, I bought it, and I knew I had the 50 Olds, and thought, I think that'd look pretty cool, with a white top. So I'm glad I finally got to use this paint on this model. I mean, the paint job's not perfect. There's no clear or anything on it. Once I, get some clear on it, then I got the daunting task of doing all the bare metal foil, because there is a lot of trim all over it, but I think it's coming together pretty well. I might get some clear on it today. I want to get working on the engine, get it painted, get some more parts on the engine painted, start working on the interior. But that's all I got for now, guys. So until next time, we'll talk to you later.